2020 year the bank of team COVID-19 ya suffer COVID papa year we into 2020 a ade ba ko bank of team COVID-19 obia o yasibia became affected by COVID because the livelihood about the hot untimi nyahye untimi mpie untimi nchia obi untimi age ye social life even adwuma mu kra no na ye mprema nipa nko adwuma enkofo lay off workers ani ade but here was sporting fraternity no mu no na ye kwes na ye bu say ho ne say ebe dan na yetimi aba back to do what we know say sports yeah after COVID and I say even during COVID-19 ope kroba kwa e ma sports e that's what COVID-19 brewe mu a cry for Germany because when the idea eba say oh yen close to Obia league e bi ase mo Obia mobo na few countries say oh omo ne hihye pa beto akwam na the bronife no project restarts abano Germany and a country taking the first step for project restarts and some other compatriots be say England and Spain more and follow suit. Now when Germany starts on more bobo no I want to go for G2 say oh COVID number there at it yase but the Germany for NHS say even during COVID we can still get sports back away afford no so. Now Germany starts here no Mekai 2 weeks after Bundesliga restarts, and Ora Boris Johnson, or the Prime Minister for England, Echo Parliament, so almost all the document about in terms of easy restrictions about COVID-19 in England. One of the pointers within the document, and they say, "Edru say ye must supporters aqua stadium." Oman who say Germany for starting football. How progressive? Germany for almost England will also learn some cue from it. Now almost so easy or more restrictions when it comes to sports. And to Germany BM and I start to say mass spectators at stadium. Our mainstream Europe in terms of football. And until say documents in England for the Babontina. They were also set say Anka November I baby Ramuno. And can support his best at Yako. Then the second wave of COVID, and one of the countries that hit to was England. And they had to revert to strict adherence to COVID-19 protocols. And maybe yes, perhaps be close at 10 curfew cry in some regions of England. I mean, and can England for it that's what said and can EPO and no followers, every spectators. Some percentage numpo almost all cancel till further notice. But Germany kept holding on. Amu be a stadium nang perform kakanka kreko. Amu no me the beacon of hope. Say a bit ye BB around sports and get sports and ye nim ne dada even before COVID. But Enra Ababe Toja said from November 2nd. There is no way the German government ever allows spectators. I'm on Makosha Bundesliga games and it was broken by DW Sport. And Mr. Momuti, and can Albania Konya de call Facebook because a lot of the things we are going to say strong visual evidence are they ever follow your submissions, And it's Obi or Facebook that was the announcement as breaking news from DW Sport. Eka say government say if you November 2nd Bundesliga ya starting who fans nanka elmayen and that's what so and kakanka we will return to getting spectators our sporting events no and the second wave of COVID seems to be say a cause problem in Europe and one of your hopes in Germany after some more recall it or more progression on my year in terms of fighting COVID. The bigger lesson and it's a baby will be out in Kabia, Mr. COVID and quiet, and it is still there. Inti eya will say untada updates and you yen can biom into COVID kwa. You know, infant to your hofo. na ne oma ebetimi aya de bebo ye ho ban no yemfa embo ye ho ban. Now PJ yemfree Germany and COVID na yemko Nigeria. I think sir on this platform Tama NSAS protest egeti nasty no platform bakwa yedi anu tumu pa was on this platform. The brutalities and so Nigeria police for any soldier for to ku Nigeria timemufo we spoke against it. Ye try evidence say enoma ekoso ho no na enye. But in linking the na ekoso to sport, one of the main talking point on this platform was Abranti friend John Ogu, Nigeria national team player. And then in sama okoka on Twitter say the ekoso no a chance to move to the extent say ya. Then I was a politicians nankasa eno omobusia for sabi. And I say eduru se Nigeria national team ne kwa kobobo a. So muso mumfa buo emo mutima mufo ne dia any of those politicians ene omoma ne omobusia for say e frese nkobobo omonkobo momo. That was the tweet from Abranti FN John Ogu. And no Abranti na baba make a U-turn. Na ne nsem nyina ene say de edi kan opa Nigeria for acho. De etosu mienu opa the Nigeria Football Federation acho. And opa the colleague players are ono musi akan for the Super Green Eagles acho. De etosu mienu. En some na okan ye say obun boycotting Nigeria national team games no. Okay, in the heat of the moment. Sad time, you know, they are now within a new even from baby and one na a channel surumu enti say before na send a kuma somano and a man in the car san in some na okay. Na the atoso miensa and say or see or jutum say in some na okay no where words are crossing lines as a wolfun waka bibi and any kwasa waka. Now waka bibia within your limits. Anka unka manem mroso no radio jitum se wakasa amana bro de wo se okanso na ne last time na okan e woni apology letter nim no e na ye ade bi eto makoma so o se wo ba wi ase nyina a Nigeria ka ho a football one of the strongest unifying force si e kasa nkabo mu a football ya ade bi edimu tintimban pa na kanipa bom a Nigeria enti empempen ya Enkofo edi abedesie no or say yefa football so mum ne ka ekroni bom enti or catch any colleague players nyina say this is the time they must get united and use football as a tool to unite omaya yefa in Nigeria enti sa wo share on Facebook what is on the Facebook the letter from Abranti yefa John Ogua time na brutalities no what the highest peak no obeka senko benya enko mum boycott national team play na politicians no nkobo no enura Abranti and abatu dwa say asam na okan no wan kan yie and that e betimi afabo so ne aka oman a ye fe Nigeria abom me so say babo ya ye bofiye say we papa one of the proud moments I obetimi anya owiase is when our offsprings and ase nkofo a waboa omo ewa brabom to develop ebe show performances a echesa ampa otiti omo yie ene the 50th birthday of former Ayala Manchester United goalkeeper friend Edwin van der Sar. Na Van der Sar in telling the whole world say oh and you better so you know well one wadwin pa bia wo tirimu bia no oh bompire bi ma no na wish and happy birthday no enu a okoda no ojawi asensem bi and now me no ka say Van der Sar is the CEO of team FN Ajax Amsterdam Holland. Now enu after watching all the Champions League games no asema Van der Sar can say okoda na okoda no na nije as a father figure and as the CEO of Ajax Football Club every say okoda with wins bi a wo hu our Champions League ni mu a players or titi omo Ajax omo hu bon those wins nim de edi kan aya Abranti fan of Frankie de Jong oka Barcelona team na akọ all the way to Italy Turin no makwa she Juventus no and ohre no he was proud of Abranti no Hakim Ziyech abese the first goal for team and friend Chelsea against Krasnodar Brantia or no so boy on in Titianim. Anna Van de Beek Enyan was in the starting 11 for Manchester United when Omotete RB Leipzig. It's in the Juventus Odi, and it's what dedicated the whole life. So are they bobo? Ne also some football mu. Not all the CEO of Ayala no. Okay, we are saying now say, and now they cheer. Na so Omuya, what 50 years. Name na brobono. And go for what boy amene omo impact of football no. Any manti albumudi. So he is going to have a good night's sleep. And also pa, he will be proud of his 50th anniversary as a person and what will he achieve in terms of the impact. Ewo bomu. Me sure say Ayas as an institution. Any more contribution to football we are seeing now. Edwin Van de Sar 50th anniversary, no. Any message I know the we are seeing now. Sums up what Ayas etie we are seeing football mu. And your platform we so to wish Ora your friend Edwin Van de Sar happy birthday on his 50th anniversary. Now, PJ, the reason why Etom Rebia Ayana me catch am for say omunsusu emfa omakuma ne ntokwa any football echi and say look, football a tool and a platform for all of us to relax and banter. Sometimes that is all that football can do for us. And I must say me a for chat debate be no mo boame near ye debate near situation baby or be agent say in his own opinion ye be situate asam no. And after the game between Barcelona and Juventus, no, something happened on Twitter. Now it's a banter. Of course, we are here, and our fans should help us. You can say why the real goats of football now between Lionel Messi and your brand friend Cristiano Ronaldo and because after the game, and Barcelona for call Twitter and me so power will lead that tour. Udoko Facebook not our share. You will feel the banter and how these Europeans understand football. Barcelona for say, we are glad you were able to see the goals on your pitch, Juventus, with a picture of a brand friend and Lionel Messi. Now listen to Juventus for reply to Barcelona. I must say, you probably looked it up in the wrong dictionary. We will bring you the right one at Camp Nou. Juve say, oh, so I go to now Barcelona for can the greatest of all time. No, this now you know Barcelona for share no almost say go to ne battery no. And yet this now Papa no mushe no. Now omunim say Cristiano Ronaldo nya COVID. Enti when timi game ni bi. But time a second leg ne baba so Camp Nou no. Cristiano Ronaldo will be available for that game, no, and that is why on Juventus, and the real goats, Ebeba Camp Nou, and Barcelona for Ababesi Akan. This is how football is made lovely by Bantesa, European teams, Ebetimiaye. And Tiana, you need a team for your busa. Barcelona for say, no more real goats in Messi. Juventus Derby, goats Nankasa, a branch from Cristiano Ronaldo. And you can share your opinion. Who is the real goat in football? Now, I can be about 2 minutes. My men found wrap it up with another boy a coso, or Torino, that men from Masamon Berry. Ronald Koeman described performance now Barcelona Dine D and Rano. Said it was a great match for him as a coach of Barcelona. And many years said it was a great match because the parameters are known as a coach of Barca. Or the said the game was great. I1, the opposition. It was Juventus. 2, it was far away in Turin. The beer Juventus. I home guns. I also come here the pano. I want Barcelona for a coy. 3, it was a Champions League. And who teams of Mambo brought our Champions League in the team I found Juventus can home. Now for Barcelona to go beyond San Mommy and say Amabodi, to go and control the game, dominate the game, play purposeful pattern, and show a lot of tempo in game. And the last thing, and they say, there was the future of Barcelona all around and game of Barca. Look at the performance of Pedri. Look at the performance of, in the absence of Gerard Piqué, Abrante Ronaldo Rojo. Any boy, Alonso Clement Lenglet.
She Ansu Fati obemu, she Jumedi obedi. She Ousmane Dembele, omutoni free Borussia Dortmund. Even at the tender age, injury on Timmy Mobile. Once he was fit, why he was able to give Tima your friend Barcelona. And it was an all-round performance. But na enyame won wasa Barcelona Timmy that sa performance lady. Me simple reason and say, and no bona no mo kwakobo no. Na obi anim the weakness of the opponent. The anaka and say team bang and na betimi exploit the weakness of the opponent. Oko Juve team ni mo. So why this season Andre Pello is not having it easy. Though we are unbeaten, but we have 3 draws. And even in the Serie A, and the Juventus start to fit. Which is idea and you're familiar in the last 8 years because they've dominated everything Italian football. But idea Bakwema Pello struggle and say, and Oko Juventus team ni mo. Giorgio Chiellini now or the captain, the organizer, the leader and inspirer of Juventus Echrono. Injuries on team more consistent performance BM. Ne apparent in Abrantia fan Matthias Delita after a sterling performance for Ajax, Juventus Echinchim Barcelona Fonsa, nobody sika, every transfer in Kofan Bayern, Abrantia ne Prati bench. So they say Juventus players in Nhyira Feta, Alexandre Oha on no left back no. All those players Epra. Internet Andre Pello game for Juventus. I also rely on a compromised right back in Juan Cuadrado. Now I shifted Danilo from a right-footed defender to Onkobo or left back. Look, I saw Danilo in Brazil under 17 and 20. He was one of the most established, promising players. And Brazil found himself more exporting to Europe or rather hitting the limelight. Onkobo Porto at a point in time he was the captain. But since of free Porto, big clubs could be Danilo has shown say on team drew sa peak no of Feli or Manchester City. And under no circumstances now who confidence on him. So Juventus were playing with a makeshift right back in Juan Cuadrado. And a player was losing confidence. Now I am right footed. I was English in T. You're then a couple of left back. And it's all your Barcelona. You knew right from the onset, say, game now who come no. Where Juventus are very weak. I am lateral defense hall. And say after the game, all the Catalan radio, RIC, Mundo Deportivo Munina are praising the 2 wingers and Onakuma and Edo Moko Park so in Pedri and Ousmane Dembele. They did a very, very good job in exploiting Juve. And baby, they were very, very weak in Omu 2 and 3. Now, when they did that job, they were able to execute Adiana Ronakuma Pesomoye or Park so. And baby, I'm about for any dominance and I say, so we're annual game anymore. Abantia fan Adra Rabiu. And Rodrigo Bentake. And also season 15 Juventus no. They couldn't match the minds of Frankie de Jong and the old Turin Juventus player in Mianin Pjanic. And to Barcelona for G game ni from Munsa. It was always going to be Barcelona dictating the pace for Team FN Barca. But look, in the last 10 years, say the most outstanding defender Barcelona for Enya club him and Brandt FN Gerard Piqué. And because of the record of the year against Ferencváros and why he was suspended. Now Piqué today is not only the kingpin of Barcelona back for the most experienced what club nature and he's the organizer too. And to say that Juve losing Chiellini, no, Barcelona were also losing Gerard Piqué. And Abantia fan Ronald and Roger on it Clement Lenglet Eba Bono. And your partnership on my bache. And both of them don't really have the certain leadership qualities. No, but to me, they are complementing each other for Barcelona to play a perfect centre-back game, even at Turin. And Tinami say, say Juventus at any point in time, as someone accept questions about Barca defense now, on betting on Locke's defense now. But many Pello Bayadin, it was a disappointing performance from Federico Chiesa. Any Abranti FNG, Dijan Glosowski. Those two players were so abysmal. And even when Barcelona elbow game, I said you Roberto Holdi Abba, Unim say, Omubeja, Omutu and Trenabo. These two players in the wide areas of Juve couldn't exploit south spaces for Team FN Barcelona. And even in defense, Barcelona committed a lot of mistakes but they were able to recover because those two players, you know, were very, very shambolic to say the least. But even with that performance, you know, and yet they say Clement Lenglet, any Ronald Arroyo Mkwadia, you will be able to get through them. But again, luck didn't smile on Juventus. And Alvaro Morata has 3 goals. And so all of them were ruled offside. And under normal circumstances, so the build up to those goals now say now. Only offside ni filmer. It told a catcher say Barcelona had problems at center back. And so it is either the pass was 1 inch late, and after Alvaro Morata 8-9 1 inch earlier. It's about they will be able to exploit Barcelona, but it ended up being an offside. Mekai in 2005. 1 Gampa trophy between Barca and Juventus. Now Fabio Capello is a coach of Team FN Juve. Satam na Messi had 16 years. And Frank Rijkaard had in a bad game in him. After 10 to 15 minutes, and Fabio Capello erasing from baby Gina from the dugout as Juventus coach. And I'll call Frank Rijkaard. And I'll catch and say, 16-year-old boy now the Nabano. Stadium 1 is packed, 90,000 people and all company. But a 16-year-old within 15 minutes per on their pitch. Look at energy or the other company for no. Minimum say Barcelona more train on European players no more register ye. And a bad thing. Somebody me a man no mess the opportunity to play for Team FN Barca. Miss Rao, the Amabe who kakray for branch and mammy na me finding co Juventus. Frank Rijkaard catch and say, oh, Miss Rao, he is the future of Team FN Barca. And you better coin be as well. You be my branch and a Bobby. I'm a team friend of Barca. Since then, baby, Fabio Capello be could be a baby sana balano Messi biano. Or say a branch is one of the geniuses of our football. And Lionel Messi was announced on European soil, added to European football through Fabio Capello after 1 Gampa trophy. And now, a branch friend Pedro Rodriguez Lopez again against Juventus. I announced him to European football. As a youngster, I was in Barcelona. Ebiana Obeka say a coincidence, Obisubeka say a divine. But the man who, as a Barcelona fan, they say, if any youngster from Barca, I announced him to Europe through Juventus, the future has always been bright. Lionel Messi here, you know. And Enra was a wonderful performance from Abrantia FN Pedro Gonzalez Lopez. And on one casa Twitter. And Paolo will show you the evidence. Telling the whole world that he had an amazing game. Now, PJ, meaning say Javier Iba, and you will deal with the English aspect of the Champions League, you know. But Sakamia Javier, my only happiness today in the Chelsea team, and the scoreline against Krasnodar, no. The seeming in kakra. Chelsea is solving one of our biggest problems under Frank Lampard last season in Omu goalkeeping situation. You know? And then since Edouard Mendy by, we're keeping clean sheets against Crystal Palace, against Sevilla, against Manchester United, and Enra against Krasnodar. Now, Paul Boya, after Omu game against Manchester United, a legend of the club, Didier Drogba, went onto Twitter. And what Didier Drogba wrote was that there is a solid performance from a branch fan Edouard Mendy. That is a Chelsea legend. All recognizing the problem Chelsea were and what a branch started here in solving that problem. Chelsea themselves, after the game against Manchester United, went again onto their Twitter handle and said, a branch fan Edouard Mendy, I'm a sensational stuff because of the saves against him and friend Manchester United. Chelsea seems to have gotten their man. And so Mumpo, he is solving the problem for them. Because and yes, Chelsea defense has been solved. But Kakane Ebeko Mendy, he is pulling some saves. And not in the past, and today, if you see Chelsea winning games 4-0, 0-0, 2-0, 1-0, the joy for Frank Lampard and for Chelsea fans, and your goals no more shiny because in bringing players no more do earlier they will be scoring goals, but Chelsea number one headache was to avoid them being scored against, and that is the job that Edouard Mendy did, bro. Goalkeeper, enjoy, and so be keeping clean sheet. For about 4 games, he has kept 4 clean sheets against Crystal Palace, against Sevilla, against Manchester United, and against Krasnodar.
All right, free computer training. Ayala, free computer training.